Hey y'all, back at the toy box. I have so much to do today because I have a car set to be wrapped on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Watching Bad Boys 2 while I do this. We got the replacement 2008 Indy Pace Car delivered on Friday of this last week, as well as this guy here. It's a new McLaren Artura. I haven't had a McLaren in this table for a long time, so today I wanted to get this thing washed and prepped. This thing washed, and I really wanted to give it a grade, I guess is the best thing I could say. I want to get this washed and see how in depth I need to get at polishing, because this was previous owner. You can see that guy lived on a dirt road, I guess, and I mean this thing only has 132 miles on it. 134 miles. Look how nice this interior is. I gotta clean it out. There's just some scuffs and some grease everywhere. And this thing is kind of weird. This little mesh top. It's peeling right here. Anyway, 134 miles. On this example, I have a 2008 Indy Pace car, and you can just see it's pretty rough shape. Before we get this thing wrapped, however, I do want to get this corrected. I've seen in the last video, there's a little paint defect right here. I think the answer is, unfortunately, redoing this fender. Comes all the way up here, down here, then replacing the sticker. But I can't find a decal kit. Maybe you guys can help me on this. I can't find a decal kit besides from Phoenix Graphics that consists of the entire kit. All I need is this rear fender. And he says I can't buy just that. I gotta buy the whole kit, which is kind of a bummer because I don't want to spend that much money on an entire kit when all I need is one panel. So anyway, so I want to get this thing washed and polished. I want to get this thing washed and give this thing a good grading because this is brand new. Picked this up from the Wynn Las Vegas a couple weeks ago, and this is going to be clear wrapped as well. But also today, I really wanted to get the Hummer washed and detailed. That thing's been driven and for probably maybe like 1,500 miles without getting a wash or a bath. Parents have been driving the TRX, so that's all dirt. Everything's kind of dirty in here. It's end of the season. You know, I didn't have a whole lot of time to keep up with everything. The Dark Horse needs to be washed. This is also needs to be washed and polished. That is set to be clear wrapped here sometime soon. Drove the Challenger the other day, so this is probably dirty. These things produce crazy amounts of brake dust. Yeah, you can see I only drove it maybe 45, 50 miles. Just caked with brake dust. We still have the 95 here because Pa doesn't know what he wants to do with this thing. We either bought really high, really wrong, or just very bad timing. Maybe a little bit of both because it is end of the season. We're getting such lowball offers on the 08 that we just got rid of, the 93 40th anniversary, and especially this one. So I think it's a combination. I think we bought too high, and I think we're trying to sell at the wrong time. That needs to get washed and polished out if we decide to keep it, which I don't think we are. What else? I got the trucks in here because the boys from Benpack, those are the ones who installed these Benco lifts. Or no, vice versa. The boys from Benco, those are the ones who installed these Benpack lifts. They were supposed to be here on Friday to install the 3 lifts for the mini box, so we can put, you know, these Corvettes in there. Which, by the way, this needs everything in here needs a bath. I keep saying that. They called and had a scheduling conflict. They won't be here until Monday, hopefully, because we're running out of time. I gotta get some stuff out of here. And everything that was in the mini box, we're gonna try to build a shed out back, maybe 200 square feet. Just have that be for lawn equipment, so all the grass clippings and the smell of that stuff just stays out of the garages. Okay, so that's what we want to do today. A lot of washing, a lot of polishing. Hopefully I can get 3 done today. We're going to start with the Indy Pace car. Okay, driver's side window doesn't want to go all the way up. Water's getting inside, so this thing needs its brake lights adjusted or corrected. But sometimes you can reset these windows, like the sensors, by rolling them all the way down with the one click on the window. You know, if you have like a double click, where you press it hard, it'll roll down automatically. If you press it soft, it'll give you manual control. Sometimes you can reset that by doing bring it all the way up, bring it all the way down with the one click. As soon as it hits the bottom or bottoms out, then you press and hold it for the second click, and you bring it back up. We'll try that. fixed. I fixed it. All right. That made me nervous for a second. Try this off camera. Boom, okay, she cleaned up really well actually. Now, just like the other one, where's my light? This one's in pretty rough shape, not nearly as bad as the other one. But I mean, look at all these. There's either a cover on this thing or something constantly rubbing on these edges right here. Because it's pretty consistent on that edge. Pretty nasty. This is one of those Target tops, but it's, you can see right here. Try to get that up. Must have sat outside or something for a little bit to let that water bake in there. I didn't clean the glass yet. With only 134 miles on it, it's in really good shape. I found this little piece right here, so maybe it is worth getting that entire kit. See, overall, not great. See that? But not bad. That's pretty bad. There's some type of marring right here, almost like a sanding mark. But I don't know if I need to do a two-step like I did the last one. Which brings me to today's video. Oh, that looks rough. Today, we're gonna try some new product. Now, I've been a big follower of Larry at Ammo NYC for a number of years, and I used to use a lot of his product, and then I wanted to kind of shift over to a one-stop shop type place like Ammo, or like Adams, I mean. I love Adams' product. Ammo product is really nice as well. So today we're gonna try they've had it out for a while, but it's their X-Foliate. I watch his videos, and this stuff you get pretty incredible results. I've seen him use it with this foam pad. I've seen him use it with a wool pad. From what I understand, foam is less aggressive, so we're gonna try to start with that first. As you see, this entire surface of this car is pretty marred up. See, I don't know if you can see that. Look at that line going up. Lots of swirls. It's pretty nasty. But we're gonna give this Exfoliate a shot. See what we can come up with. Worst case, I'll go back to the Meguiar's, do the two-step compound and polish, because I know that'll do well on this, but it's time for something new. You know, once in a while you gotta try new stuff. And these have great results online, so we're just gonna try it. I think I'll probably start with this section of the hood. I like this little bottle. Throw some more on there. Starting with this section. Okay, I'm really hoping we can do this one step and one pass. Let's see what we get. speak prematurely, but I was watching this stuff do work. We have a drier towel. It looks good. There's like a slight something embedded into it, plus a slight haze. Not a whole lot on there.
Only a fool would at least consider someone like Joe Burrow.
Let me try a wool pad. See what that does. Brand new ammo wool pad here. Let's try this. I think that's the move. Look. No, it's just not. It looks like I'm gonna need to follow up with the foam pad. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I'm no professional, I'm just a weekend warrior. See, the swirls are majority gone, but look at the haze. Is that showing up okay? See all the little specks? I was trying to get that out with the clear bar. Yeah, see, there's just a slight haze in it. It's not as clear as I think it should be. So let's try doing that same thing, using the wool pad as kind of a knockdown or a heavy mowing of the aggressive swirls, and then the foam pad to finish up and kind of polish it. I think that might have done it. Alright, now we're talking. I gotta wipe it up better and give it a bath. See some of that lines right there? That compared to this. See all those? Not bad for a car that's 16 years old. Got like those little specks in there. And look at the swirls. Alright, I'm going to put this camera down while I do this, but I'm going to take this wool pad, I'm going to do all the painted surfaces plus the top. Probably do the glass too, just because it's really nice to, well, I guess that's part of the name, you exfoliate the surface, and it's really nice to like pull those contaminants or imperfections such as this water spots. You know, this is glass, not glass, but this is a one of those see-through windows. You can't see, but you know, that has all this etched watermarks in it. That should take it out, no problem. I don't think it needs to be clay marred. Maybe, I don't know. We'll try it with the wool pad. Sometimes I can get out those little bumps in the paint too. See? Yeah. So anyway, so I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna get to work. Actually, screw that. I'm just gonna film myself, I guess. Alright, take a break for a second. This stuff works actually very well. I say actually like I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. Ammo makes really good stuff. So this is just one pass with the wool pad. I gotta wipe that better. Look for swirls. Come over here. See the marks? See the swirls? Alright, I'm pretty sure the wool or the waffle pad will get rid of those little imperfections, but here's this mark right there compared to this. Pretty big difference, huh? Yeah, let's see a little mark right here. That comes off just as my finger. Alright, so I do gotta give this thing a really good bath, but you guys can kind of get the gist of it. Alright, we'll keep on going. I'm also wondering if my pad is starting to need a cleanup. So I cleaned that pad. So what it looks like after that. Cleaned it, blew it out. It's still a little too damp. I think I want to have it dry. Thankfully I bought a second one. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on going with the second wool pad on this one air dry for a while. Alright guys, that was one pass with the ammo exfoliate and a wool pad. I'd say it went from about a D grade on the quality before. You can excuse some of the smudges that'll all come out here pretty soon. I think it went from I'd give it about a D for paint clarity. I'd say it'd be like a C plus right now. It's not perfect. I think once I take that exfoliate with the foam pad and go over it and then give her a bath, I'll be able to show off some more of how well this stuff performed. It's kind of a premature rating right now. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 right now. Exfoliate I'm talking about. I'm just used to Meguiar's, 210 and 110. That stuff works really good. This stuff smells really good. I'll say that. It's a lot less. You probably noticed in the video there's a lot less residue that comes off the pad, and it just leaves on. It allows you to work with it for much longer than Meguiar's, like 5 times as long, I bet. What I mean by that is like I can go over a panel. You saw me spread it out first in Meguiar's. If I were to spread it out in that large of a section and go back and start actually compounding or polishing, by the time you get to the area where I spread out, it'd already be dried and starting to, I guess, flake up or get really powdery. I didn't experience that with Exfoliate at all. So yeah, excuse the, I didn't do that side. I'll do that real quick before I start on the foam pad, but excuse all the smudges. I'm gonna do this off camera just so I don't have another hour and a half, almost 2 hours of footage to edit or cut down. So I'm gonna do that off camera and then I'll pick this back up once I'm done. My back hurts. Okay, well this took almost 4.5 hours. I'm not gonna have time to do any of these other cars that I wanted to do, which is fine. Just saves them for another day. But what do you guys think of this? This is how it turned out. Ignore that smudge right there. I just gave it one more wipe down. Look at this. That exfoliate from Ammo, chef's kiss, very nice. I like the combination of using the foam pad with the wool pad. Using the wool as a little more aggressive cutting to get some of the more harsh marks out. You can see she looks very good. Looks a lot better in person than it does on camera too even. That black is much deeper now. And I cleaned the pads already, but both those pads, the wool and the foam ones, these things were not black, but they were like gray by the time I was done with this car. So I did a full exfoliate with the wool pad that I did on camera for you guys. And then I did a full exfoliate with the foam pad off camera, just to kind of give it that final little spot right there. Oh nope, came right out. Just give it that little final, push towards the right direction. I'm making it as perfect as I can get a 16-year-old car. We're lucky enough that this has very minimal use. So unlike the other one, there's 0 rock chips in the front. I need to replace this decal if I really wanted to, because this little imperfection right there, as well as the chip right here. You can see the previous owner tried to touch it up. Not bad, but there's something behind there that shouldn't be. So the way to make this right, replace this decal, replace this decal, and then we're gonna get this thing PPF'd and tinted. So what do you guys think? I mean, at first I wasn't sure about exfoliate because I haven't used anything besides Meguiar's 110, 210 for a long time. And watching Larry use that exfoliate and talk about it and see the results that he gets, I had to try it. I'm really glad I did, and I'm really glad also that I got it from the Adams pads. Nothing wrong with them, but those ones from Ammo, the waffle with the hexagonal shapes to them and the wool pad, those did a really nice job on this car. Let me know what y'all think. I think this is a good addition. What is this? Smudge marks? Yep. Look at that. It just comes right off. See? Look at that. Gotta get out in the sun to really see it. But I did go around with the light, and you can only see, I see it right here, tiny little pricks. I'm not sure what those are. See those little tiny little dots? That's the only thing now that this thing has. I got rid of probably 99% of the swirls. I went from, yeah, that's one thing I want to start doing is grading the cars before and after. I give this thing about a D, maybe a D minus before. The other one was like an F, but this one was like a D or D minus. Now I give it like an A minus or a B plus, only because of those little pricks that are in the paint that I can't get out without wet sanding. All right, y'all. Well, again, it's been about almost 5 hours since I've been here. I don't have any time to do the McLaren or the Hummer or the 3100, which is what I really wanted to get done today. Oh well, I think I'll get the Artura wrapped this week. Yes, I'll probably take that one home. But yeah, coming up, I want to do a 1-year review on the Hummer EV. I want to do a tour of the new Artura, and then I have about half a dozen more cars that just need a wash in preparation for a clear wrap. Z06 needs the bumper wrapped. The silver Z06 needs the door wrap. That's almost done in the repair shop at Belzer's. 3100 needs to be wrapped. And the Prowler, that's at Belzer's too, just getting some service done to it. That needs to be wrapped as well. But I gotta do some organization here. If anybody knows anybody that wants a cool little Porsche pedestal, it's one of those EV chargers you can get. They didn't sell these until I made an inquiry about it. These are what you find in dealerships where they charge the Taycans and soon to be Macans. And I thought it was so cool that we ordered one, and it's a pretty expensive little part. But we wanted some more floor space, so I installed a wall box over here for our EVs. And we should have something coming tomorrow actually that's going to take this spot and this spot. I'll show that in another video. Oh, okay, what else? Lift should be installed tomorrow, which means I can get all of these cars finally out of the way and cleaned up. This thing's got 15 inches of dust on it. Look at this. It's all sawdust from us working on the Halloween stuff. Speaking of that, check this thing out. You guys haven't seen this much. Yeah, look at this big ass thing. We gotta glue on some more horns. We're in the process of getting this guy up and running. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end this video here. As always, I do appreciate watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.